This is a video response to a comment made by I Live in a House. He commented on, or you commented on my my John Fitzen knife story video, and you said, oh, he has a video up that showing a Pical knife. Is that your knife? That is my knife. That's the knife that they made for me, or they made after, you know, I came up with it and contacted them and the whole thing. That is the exact knife. It's a one-off knife. They only made one that I know of, with the Coca-Cola handle, you know, and everything. And that's the very knife. That is the exact knife. I mean, they had the kid that was working for him emailed me pictures that said the knife is done, and those are pictures. Those pictures were of that knife, and those are the pictures that I'm talking about in the John Fitzen knife story video. And if you notice in the video, I even explain that I was just gonna have the knife, get the knife from them without the sheath, and I was gonna have somebody make a leather sheath, a guy around here, just make a leather sheath for the knife. If you notice in that video where John Fitzen was holding that Pical knife, my knife, there's no sheath in the video. Why is there no sheath in the video? Because it's my knife. So I'm just going to make a response and explain that, and it'd be kind of cool if somebody out there has that knife. You know, at this point, I don't want it. I never paid them for the knife. It didn't work out. I explained in the video. I'm not going to go in the whole thing how it worked out, but it'd be kind of cool if somebody would maybe come show the knife. I mean, and I actually, in a way, I'd still kind of like to have it, but I mean, I'm not going to get upset, you know, if someone has it. It would be cool if they make a video even explaining how they came to get the knife. But no, this is just a video response to I Live in a House. I think that's what it was. Hopefully I said it right the second time. I'll put it in the title of the video. I can't respond to my YouTube channel. I can't respond. People comment, I can't respond. So I'm just making a video. If it's something, I'll just go ahead and make a video about the comment. No big deal. But yeah, that is the knife. It's a pretty sick looking knife, isn't it? If I do say so myself. But they did a great job on it, you know. I mean, so just kind of unfortunate. What I think happened was he made it, and then he ended up, someone had offered him money for it while, you know, he's holding it, showing it off, and they just, you know, maybe sold it for twice that they were going to sell it to me. So, and if you notice with this guy, John Fitz, he's not even really on YouTube anymore. I think he's just kind of done himself in with all this, and like James Keating told me personally, and he said I could use his name. James Keating has had issues with this guy, with him stealing his designs and things, and it goes back a long time. And I actually spoke with James Keating about this issue because someone had told me that a student of James Keating had my knife, but that was a lie because that was John Fitzen that said that. And I had ended up contacting James Keating. See, John Fitzen thinks everybody's a moron. I personally contacted James Keating. I woke the guy up because it was like 9 a.m. and where he was, it was still earlier. It was 8 here, and it was like 6 a.m. I woke James Keating up. He was all pissed off. I was leaving him a voicemail. And what is this all about? He picks up right while I'm leaving the message. And James Keating said I could use his name and tell the story. I won't go into the whole story with him, other than he don't like John Fitzen either. And he said that I could say that. And it's cool that people have commented and explained and came out about this guy. But James Keating's words were, we're just going to let him just do himself in. Just let him keep acting and behaving like this, and eventually nobody's going to want to do business with him, and that is all a true story. And yep, so that's my knife. And guys, oh yeah, I ended up waking up James Keating. I didn't mention that in the John Fitzen knife story just because I didn't want to be one of those guys trying to use someone's name, or it would make it sound like I'm lying. But James Keating personally said I could use his name, but I thought maybe it would sound like I'm lying if I start saying somebody, you know, famous like that. But it is a true story, and then after I woke him up, I start, you know, talking to him about it, and he was really, really cool about it because he knew that you know, that I'm telling the truth, because he knows what this guy is up to. And that's when I was like, oh man, are you serious? Because I didn't know anything about this. I hadn't heard anything bad about John Fitzen prior to talking to Mr. Keating about this, and he was like, oh, this has happened to so many people, and it's, you know, but hey, you know, like I said, the guy's not even on YouTube hardly anymore. He probably, I mean, isn't going to be able to go anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't go up and punch the guy. I'd like to, but you know, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't resort to violence or make a scene, and probably most people wouldn't either at like a gun show or a knife show. But people certainly don't like him, that have been screwed by him. And fortunately, I wasn't screwed majorly, but it sounds like, you know, other people have been. You know, I guess in a way it all worked out, because if I had paid them, you know, they wanted me to pay on skull knives. That's what they wanted, and I couldn't even pay on there. There was nowhere for me to pay. But as it turns out, it's probably good that I didn't pay, because he probably would have just sold the knife to somebody for more money and collected my money. And you know, even on the phone, he's like, oh, that guy doesn't work for me anymore. I never got any money that went to skull knives. He probably thought that I paid, because he doesn't, you know. But it was just like a racket, you know. He doesn't even have anything that's to anybody that paid on some site called Skull Knives. How could they sue or prove, oh, I paid $800, I paid $1,000, and you're not going to go to court over that? How can you even prove it? It's not even attached to John Fitzen's name, you know. So hey, man, who knows how much money that guy has collected, you know. But so that's why it's so important that I felt it was really important to make the video. I mean, it's a little embarrassing, but it's really important that people speak and tell the truth. And even you know, James Keating was so cool. He was like, no, you can definitely use my name and explain this and all that. So I guess I'm using it now, but I didn't really feel like it was really that relevant to the story, because it was kind of after the whole story. But you know, so anyway, guys, that's the truth. It's sad, and yeah, I'll see you later. I mean, at this point, like, I'm not even really upset about it. It's just apparently the guy's just a nut job. So I'll see you guys later.